Hello everyone, Carthage must be destroyed. We are yet again filming another video of how to apply the latest Waterslide decals. These decals are the Undead Skeleton Warrior transfers. And you can see here I've already put some together. And I'll just show you guys some examples here. But we're going to be putting on just a shield decal onto one of these type of coffin lids here that you see. And you can see here that the ones I've done already are quite nice. Got different ones there that I've done. I have an intro video where I show some off as well as some of these guys here. So I'm just gonna go on with the video and talk about how to apply, again, how I like to apply Waterslide decals onto shields and banners and the likes. Now, before I get into this video, I wanna tell you guys something. I already filmed this once, this particular video, and something happened. I ended up having some poor volume quality in the video, and I've decided to refilm it just so I can sound clear in my explanation. So this particular shield actually has a different decal under it. I just painted over the previous one. So you can tell here that the coverage is still pretty good, even though there's a decal inside. So if you decide that you want to change your decal, or you want to, update it or something, or you can just paint over it and put a new decal on there. So what I like to do when I put on my Waterslide decals is I like to use the old Games Workshop technique. You can just cut out Waterslide decals and put them on directly with water. That's all you really need. But I'm going to use Ard Coat. Give it a shake here. Ard Coat is basically a kind of varnish that makes things have a sheen, and it also acts as a undercoat for a decal. So I will do this here. I'll take some Ard Coat without watering it down. I have my shield here, and I will paint the back of it like so, and that'll give me a surface to work with when I put the decal on. Okay, so I've got my water in the back there. I'm just going to use my old water dish here. I put a piece of tissue in there to absorb some of the water, so when I put the decal in it, it doesn't sink to the bottom of the thing or get over engulfed with water. I have my decal sheets here. You can again see the other video for the full details on them. You can see here that the previous I used this one already in a previous video, and I actually have him here. He turned out pretty nice, right? He looks good. Good coverage on the black there. So this time let's pick a different skull. Let's pick this guy here. He looks pretty good. I'll do him. We'll do another half skull. So when you cut out these decals, you do not have to worry about being accurate on them, because you can see in the light there that when I'm about to cut, it has a film around there. That's where it's going to come out when you cut it out. So and put it in water. So you don't actually have to be accurate. You can just cut a square like so and simply, pop it out like that. Okay. And then all you do is you take that, then again, see the film there? That's where it's going to detach from the back paper there. You just put it in the water and you're going to let it sit there for 30 seconds. I like to, like I said, use that tissue there so it's, push it down a bit so it all gets absorbed there. So it doesn't sink or float around. I got more control over it when there's just like a wet surface there, okay? So that's gonna sit for 30 seconds. Now, sometimes you can use a tweezer. Well, you can use a tweezer anytime you want, but they are Waterslide decals. You don't have to use a tweezer, and that's why I think the Ard Coat on the back of this, it might have dried a bit, but that'll be fine. The Ard Coat on the back of this will act as a, basically, I call it kind of like a grease, so you can like move it around a bit when it's still wet. Right, it's easier to move in my opinion. So that's been about, I don't know if that's been a full 30 seconds. You can push it a bit. Yeah, you see it. You can see already on the decal over there that it's already loose. I can push it with my brush already. So we're gonna take this out of this can here. We're gonna take this out of this dish. Okay, I gotta see if I can do it on the camera. I did it before in the first video, but we got that there. Let's focus. I'm just gonna push this with my brush right onto the shield. It slides right on, right? That's why it's called Waterslide. There it is, look at that. Easy. I've done a few of these, so I can do them pretty quick. Now, if you got it crooked or anything like that, this guy's not exactly the way I want it. You can even just use, if you got the space, you can use your hand there, but if you can't push it with your hand, just add some more water and it should start to slide once the water gets under it. You can prod a bit with it with a brush like there, right? It's probably because my hard coat got a little too dry, but yeah, you can prod it around a bit. You can see how you want it to sit, and there you go. Okay, I think that looks good as it is for this video. So there, he sits on there, and you can see he covers that black color. That's actually a German gray, but it's pretty dark. He covers black and German gray with all that white, loving, like it's just lovely, right? So that's great. So now what I do is I would normally let this dry a little bit, but what I use is after the thing has dried a bit, I use Lamy and medium, which is a matte medium in a sense. It's more matte than the hard coat. It's not totally matte, but it adds a nice extra layer on top of the decal that we just put on. So it will protect it when it dries. That way, if you're touching it or painting it, you won't like wear it down or give it any damage. Now, my decals without this stuff are pretty tough as is, but if you want that extra coat for protection, I do recommend doing that. You can also use, and I'll do this later, I won't do it in this video, but I add, when I'm varnishing my models, I'll put like extra gloss or a matte medium on top. So, and that's all I do. I just do that. I put down the hard coat, I put on that Lamy and medium, and then I'll have my own matte medium after. And that turned out great. That's all there is to it, to applying these decals. Now, these decals can go on all sorts of things. I'm using shields and coffin lids on my Kickstarter project, but you can easily put these on walls, on banners, on tank sides, on spaceships, whatever you want. As long as it fits, it'll work for you. So thank you all for watching. I hope this helps you get these decals on your models and your projects. So thank you. Have a good one.